Well, hello everyone. How are you today? I went golfing today and I went out there, I hit a lot of balls. I'm good at hitting balls all by myself. I'm good at a lot of things by myself with no one around, if you know what I mean. When no one's watching, I'm at my best. But that's why I have a camera on me. Yeah, I should have a camera on me all the time. Just like David Feherty did on the 19th hole there. He had a camera on him. Hit a great shot on the green. Yeah, because I can say like, oh, I hit great shots, but it's like people should see it. That's why it's like it's almost like I need a tripod or something. Carry it around with me, put it down, hit some shots. Because I like to, I say you're either thinking of your mechanics or you're thinking of what you'd like to have happen. And so in golf, that's what happens is people, they have a saying, and paralysis from analysis. It's just a saying, but they're thinking about their mechanics. They're thinking, I need to do this, I need to do that, which they should do when they're practicing shots. But when you're on the course, you want to say, I just say, God bless this shot. Or I use a monetary value. It doesn't, the value doesn't matter. It could be $1. Could be $1 million. Sometimes I'll say $10 billion if I get this one on the green, and I'll just hit it. Or when I'm at the range, I'll just say, I'm just going to hit every single shot a draw. That means it, because it's easier, especially on a long club, to hit a fade. That means the ball goes away from you. That's what most people do. They hit a fade or a slice. That's a really bad shot. You don't want to do that, folks. When I'm on the course, folks, I only hit the best shots in the world, folks. Only me, number one. Yeah, so when I'm out there, I'm just having lots of fun because that's all I do. All I do is have fun. All I do all day long is have fun. Everyone wishes they had my life. Or do they? Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't want to have my life. Maybe they want to have a hunky-dory life with hunky-dory people. They're flashing me, folks, flashing me. Can you see that? The light was flashing there. I don't know if any saw that, caught that on camera. But I used to walk by a certain light post all the time. And that thing would turn on and off when I walked by it. I said, is that a sign? Is that a sign? Let me ask my mind jacker, see what he says. What's the lights all about, little miney? They're nothing. Ignore them. Move along. Oh, come on, miney. Why are you calling me that? I don't like you. Oh, there's a street light here. Let's command it to do something. It's not going to do. It's like certain ones do it. The ones that are broken. Sometimes I talk about the Enlightenment. I haven't talked about that in a while, about how I'd say, where are we going? Because they would just not let me say with this. They set me down on that one. Where are we going? Where are we going? I said, where are you going? That's the problem with reality, is trying to understand it. That's what the part of the Enlightenment is. I say it's like kind of being above belief systems, but you can also never get out of belief systems. So they said, we're giving you the belief system that represents the truth. There you go. There was a guy. Let's see if I can mention this. They said, no. I'll try it and see if they shut me down. Shut me down, folks. Shut me down. There's a little campfire there. Yeah, Dr. Hawkins said he had The truth. He's got it, folks. But it's like we all need a little bit of criticism there, not just a negative, that's wrong, but we need, like, you know, people just say, well, maybe this needs to be corrected here. Garnering some attention here, folks. They have dogs, so we got to be careful. We got to be careful, because dogs... Hello! Can I juggle for these? Would you like to see some juggling? I do this here. I might upset the dogs. Dogs get really feisty when they see juggling balls. I don't know why. They're looking at me. Let's see if I can zoom in on them here. I don't want to press the wrong button. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I got some doggies. There. I should go down to Bayfront. There are probably a lot of people down there. Maybe they like to see some juggling. Maybe they'd like to see some juggling. Maybe they'd like to hear my sweet voice. Maybe they just want to be entertained and hear some music that I sing. Maybe they just want some juggling. Nobody wants... Does anyone want to juggle around? I didn't think so. I mostly say, like, people are just sitting around, so I just walk up to them. Say, well, since you're not doing anything. And sometimes they say, we're engaged in a very deep conversation here. We don't need your juggling. You can tell I don't have a lot to say right now, other than I am still praying that things can turn around in my life, that Dennis will help me with my teeth because my dad wrecked it. And there's no memo, there's no guide. What do you do if your dad files down your teeth? And then your whole family denies it and they say you're delusional. So I said, I have to become enlightened. I have to not seek revenge, to not end my life. I have to become this highly spiritual person. Otherwise, I would not be making this video right now. I would be either dead or sitting in a room suffering. And I don't like, it's so bad. People have no clue. They can't see it. I saw a guy I haven't seen in a while. And he said, you're doing it. Your teeth look fine. You look fine. I go, that's part of the problem, is I can tell people what's going on. But they can just say you look fine. So, or that's in the past. I hate that argument. That's in the past. The human rights officer said, that's the past. I said, well, okay, but I can't live a life if I'm being harmed. Can't live a life if I'm suffering. I know, what's a dental emergency? Is that where you can't live your life because of dental pain? Then I've been in one for 19 years. But my dad did it, so it's perfectly legal according to the government. Here comes a bus. Oh, I don't need a ride. Oh, I don't need one. Thank you. There's no one on that bus. I think that might be going downtown. I was just going to the store. Going to the store with David Ferrati. Hitting a golf shot there. Yeah, I said my punishment is after my round, I went out and hit a bucket of balls and said, I'm just going to hit draws. But the voice said, that's not punishment. They said, that's doing what you want to do. And that's what life should be about, doing the things that we enjoy doing, not doing the things I want to do. How about that? Which I can't do. That's the sad part. The sad part of reality is I can't do what I want to do. I just want to have a life where my teeth aren't in pain. I don't have infections. I feel like I have a purpose. I'm appreciated. I'm loved. Yeah. I say it should be considered a crime or a travesty to have me sit in a room and suffer all day, and I don't want to sit there. Oh, just... I said, at least before when I lived at home, I had... I could play video games and stuff like that. Where I live, the internet's so bad, it cuts out all the time. So I can watch some videos, but playing online was so frustrating. I was trying to play Diablo, and it's a single player game. You don't need anyone, but you got to be online. And I played WoW private servers, which is kind of like, doesn't even, who cares? My internet's so bad, but. Alright, we're protecting the drowned kids, man. You know, we're gonna protect them, man. You know, protect those kids, man. You know, you gotta do it, man. Yeah, it's kind of like, I say it's like this, you know, when people harm you, then they lie about it. And it's like, and then they try to make you into the criminal. You into the bad person. That's what my family did. That's what the woman and her mother do to me. That's what the justice system does. They turn me into the bad guy. Steve's the bad guy. I say I'm living through what no one can endure. Yeah, and then you can see I have a different pair of glasses on now. But they cause slightly less eye strain, but they're still causing eye strain because they gave me a bad prescription. I believe they gave me a bad prescription. Because I didn't have that problem before, and then my glasses, they broke. And I was wearing broken glasses that caused eye strain. Because my life was destroyed. I would just instantly solve all of my problems if I could, but I need people to cooperate. And I can't get people to cooperate. I can't get dentists to cooperate, doctors, judges, lawyers, my family. My family won't even invite me over for a holiday. My brother thinks I'm a psycho. He yells at me. Calls me a psychopath. My sister won't talk to me. My mother won't talk to me. My dad, he says he cares, but I said, Dad, if you care, you'd help me. You wouldn't be harming me. And I shouldn't, we should all just be having our lives. That's what should be happening. Let's see if I can juggle for someone. Hope you're having a great night. Yeah, I like to bring these out and just juggle for people. That's cool. Can't do it while holding the phone, but. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so my dad does not give me any money. They have so he'll buy me stuff. And I go, Dad, why don't you just give me money so I can decide what I want to do with it? Instead of like, here's some stuff. And I go, I don't like that stuff. That's why it's, I don't know if anyone knows about economics, but there's different types of spending. And spending your own money on the things you want is the most efficient way to do it. Not that there's anything wrong with gift giving or anything, but when people have their own money, and they spend it how they want to spend, then they spend it the most efficient way. Government is kind of the other way around. It's someone else's money. Yeah, I do not like the government because they don't care. So it doesn't matter what system you have if people don't care. It doesn't matter. He said, I got the best system, I have the best sport, I have the best business. It's like, but if people don't care, it's always that. Always comes down to that. Yeah, so there's no, in government, there's very little incentive to care. And the way it was explained to me, in my mind, is that the people in power are just going to do whatever they want. They're going to do what they want, regardless of whatever's on a piece of paper about your Bill of Rights and the Constitution, whatever. They're just going to do whatever they want. So you better have people in there that care. You better have, a good government, not a good government, people that actually care about something. Have a good night, sir. No one's having a good night. Thanks. Yeah. Nobody has a good night. Nobody. No one's having a good night. I could have been a contender. Could have been a contender. Could have done something with my life. That's the thing. It's like, they also explained to me that there's things I don't want to do. And then, because I said, I'm kind of being resistant to, I don't want to be, I just want my hell with my problems. And then, they're just controlling me now, so they're just not going to let me say that stuff. So what do you want to say, special boy? I need someone to hold this so I can juggle the whole time, so I can walk down here and juggle the whole time. Yeah, so I just want someone to help me. That's what it comes down to. I just want someone to help me so I can get some free smells. Let's see if I can juggle. Let's see if I'm going to attempt this and see what happens here. I don't know. I gotta at least try this. I don't know if the camera's picking this up or not. I'm just trying to juggle for people out there, but in the business, folks. They're up there, they're out there. So we're at the store here. Let's just go back here. Have a good night. I wish I could just juggle for people out here, but hope you have a good night, sir. We're gonna end it here, but have a great night.